traders, it's Danielle and I'm the VP of Options at Simpler Trading. This is the most common question that I'm getting right now. Is buy the dip still applicable in 2021? I was actually just discussing this yesterday with Neil Cavuto on Fox Business. Now, buy the dip typically means that we're sticking with the same stocks and the same sectors, and every time they pull back, we're just buying them again, right? Well, what has changed significantly in 2021 is that we have seen massive sector rotation and also big macro changes. So what does that mean? Can we still buy the dip? Well, the answer is a little bit more complicated than yes or no. You can buy the dip, but you can't buy it in the same sectors that were strong going into the 2021 election. The reason for that is because things have changed. When President Trump left office and President Biden came in, we saw a major shift in overall macro conditions and policies. What that led to was a shift in the sectors in the market that were strong, okay? So previously, we had technology, one of the strongest sectors in the market. However, as we got into 2021, tech has been the weakest area of the market. Why? Well, there's a lot of talk about policy, taxes, interest rates, things that the new administration that are doing. And what that has caused is for tech to pull back into a 10% correction, okay? So the question is, can we still buy the dip in tech? For me, it completely depends on what your time frame is. If you're an options trader, technology has turned into an incredibly volatile area of the market, okay? If you want to buy it, you have to look at the overhead areas of resistance and the lower areas of support. And for right now, we're chopping back and forth between those areas in a violent action. So I don't think it's the time to load the boat long in technology because of the major shifts that have happened. But if you want to trade it in a short-term time frame, up into resistance, down into support, up into resistance, as the market flops around, that works for me. If you're, however, a long-term investor and you say, hey, the NASDAQ's down 10%, I want to buy a stock and I'm going to hold it for 5 to 10 years, then I would say to you, yes. For me, that's a good time to buy the dip. Now, what's been really interesting about 2021 is that we've seen massive sector rotation, okay? So we've seen the industrial stocks really gaining strength. We've also seen the financial stocks gaining strength due to the interest rate situation and overall policy changes. So now these are areas of the market that previously were not areas that I would have been interested in. So can you buy the dip in those? Well, yes, you can, because now those are trend following areas of the market. Now, what about consumer discretionary? Well, this is a really interesting area of the market because this is something that was really strong throughout the past several years, and it has dipped pretty significantly. So can you buy the dip here? Well, for me, the jury's still out on this area. I'm waiting to see if we can get some buyers and momentum coming back, but so far it's a no-go. What about communications? This is led by Disney. Think about especially Disney Plus. You have the streaming giants that have been huge, especially throughout coronavirus. You got Facebook and Google. Now, all these stocks are not created equal because you have a situation where you have 5G stocks like Verizon and like T-Mobile that have been really strong. Can you buy the dip there? Yes, you can. But Facebook has gotten hammered. I would not be buying the dip in Facebook. However, Google and Disney, because of Disney Plus, have been incredibly strong. So if I can tell you one thing about the 2021 stock market, is I would tell you that everything has changed. We're no longer in this crazy momentum market that is fueled by government stimulus. Now we're in a situation where people are looking at the stock market and saying, wow, there's been so much stimulus that this is going to be an issue with inflation. And that's going to be an issue for those big tech momentum companies. We're also in a situation where we can no longer look at the COVID stocks of 2020 and simply get long Chewy because everyone's buying online. That has really faded, and now we're going into the reopening plays, okay? Where are people going to spend their money when they can travel again? Where are they going to spend their money when they're not ordering from home? So you can buy the dip, but we're not trading the same stocks that we traded in 2020. If you want to learn more, you can join me at simplertrading.com. You can find me in the options trading room. You can also find me in my own options picking service, the Stack Profits Mastery Program. And you can learn more about that at www.simplertrading.com/profits. See you there and good trading.